Now I'm going to show you some pictures so you can look at the vagus nerve, the third eye, and what we will be working with. If I can find share. Alright, hopefully you can see that picture. So, free breathwork webinar, healing the brain, face, neck, vagus nerve and eyes. It's a free webinar. It's on Sunday the 3rd of October. As I said, if you register, you'll be emailed the recordings. If it's after the date, the recordings will be in the description below. So here we have a picture. This is the central brain complex here. And the very center of that, at the top, is the thalamus and the third eye, and there's the optic nerve comes from the third eye or the sides of the thalamus to the eyes. It connects to the eyes, so it's like the third eye in the brain is connected to the eyes for the face. And the inner chamber, this is a chamber, it's like here, this is a chamber at the very top of the throat. You've got the throat coming up here through the inside face of the jaw there, and then there's this chamber here at the top, and you've got the breath coming through the back of the nasal passageways and coming down across the cranial base there. So this is the inner chamber for the throat, and that's the third eye for the neck and throat. This is the ethmoid bone between the eyes is the third eye for the face, and the eyes are related to that. This is the third eye for the brain. This is the third eye for the neck and throat, which we will be working with. Often people think the throat ends here, but continues up. You've got where the food is coming back down through there, where the breath is coming back through there, and it also circulates around this inner chamber. You've got all the cranial nerves coming through here in the connection to the vagus nerve and all of the cranial nerves. So let's just move through some of these pictures. So that is the inner chamber in the throat, where it relates to all of these cranial nerves coming into the central brain complex there. So there's the central brain complex. There's all cranial nerves which come from the face and a bit the cranium and also the neck, and the vagus nerve is one of those cranial nerves. It will be where we have, there's the vagus nerve there. That's the vagus nerve coming in the medulla oblongata there. That's the vagus nerve coming in at the base. This is the trigeminal nerve here. That's the trigeminal nerve. I'll be showing a picture of that in the face. And there's 12 nerves that work from the face into that area. And this is all activated with holographic breathing. Here we have the inner chamber at the top, and it rises up. Can you see how the cranium is rising up there? It continues to rise up. This is the nasal passageways here, and that breath is coming through and circulating down, around and down here. This is the back of the mouth. This is the uvula here, and this all flat. The cranium, the roof of the mouth is about this level. This flaps down. That's the tongue there. This is going to the lungs, and then this drops down into the this becomes the esophagus, going to the stomach. But you can see how the throat actually, this is the pharynx, arrives at the cranial base there. Here we have the trigeminal nerve. See, there's so many nerves. It's the cranial nerves that feed the face, and if you only had the nerves, if you took away everything else but the nerves, it would still look absolutely solid, because these nerves just get finer and finer. And you can see with this gentle motion of the jaw in holographic breathing, it causes a dynamic that the whole face is breathing, and then the whole cranium and the brain starts to breathe, and then the neck starts to breathe, and how it's produced and activated by all of these cranial nerves, and they're all going into this central brain complex here. They're all going into the center of the brain there, here, and this right up into the third eye. The top one, you've got the olfactory nerve coming to the ethmoid between the eyes, which is coming through here, and then coming to the eyes from the sides of the thalamus, and then they drop down, cranial nerves coming out through this whole area. And the trigeminal nerve is quite near the bottom here. That's the 10th cranial nerve, and the 11th and 12th activate the muscles in the neck that produce this movement, up and down motion. It's because it's kind of pulling, it's like suction. In holographic breathing, the doing is happening below. It's pulling it down on the in-breath, and then the jaw is relaxing back up. So it's not being pulled up, it's not being closed, it's being pulled down from below. And so there's muscles here, the esophagus is pulling down from the diaphragm, that's pulling it down, and then you've got muscles coming to the cranium, and it activates the same motion in the cranium. So holographic breathing is starting from the muscles of the throat, which produce a breathing motion of the jaw, that at the same time as that starts going, starts activating a cranial motion through the brain. And the neck and throat automatically breathing because they're producing it. But in this webinar we will be advancing that and connecting to the trigeminal nerve. There's the top, the third eye for the throat. Trigeminal nerve. There we have the vagus nerve. See, it feeds in to the mouth here. I think it connects to the hyoid bone, which is the base of the tongue here, connects around the throat here. It comes down either side of the pharynx and feeds that whole area. This is the pharynx. So it's coming down. See these styloid processes here. Well, there's may even be those holes there. There's two foramini just in from the styloid processes there, and that's where the vagus nerve comes out, and then down just slightly behind this and down the sides of the pharynx and feeding the pharynx, and then also obviously feeding the trachea going to the lungs, and then it makes a web around the esophagus coming down through the center of the chest, behind the heart, and then into the stomach. So I think that is the vagus nerve there coming down. Or maybe not. That's the spinal cord. Maybe that, I think that is the vagus nerve there, and the esophagus is just in front of it here. So there's your vagus nerve there. And here it is here. So you've got the spine just behind it, you've got the pharynx coming down here, then the trachea coming down in front of it, and it's wrapped around the esophagus. See there, coming down either side of the pharynx, and then see it makes this network around the esophagus, and much more so here. It makes a lattice work around the esophagus, and then the vagus nerve feeds into the whole digestive tract. So if you want to do this webinar live with me, you can come on Sunday, or as I said, the YouTube video will be in the description below. These are the times: Sunday, October the 3rd, 7 p.m. to 8:30 UK time, or 2 to 3 p.m. EST New York time. But obviously you can join from all around the world, wherever you want to do it, or you can view the video from all around the world, wherever you want to view that from. And let me just stop sharing. I'll just talk a bit more about what we will be learning. So I will we'll talk about the different things for a while, then I will teach in the guided meditation how to do holographic breathing, and then in the how to work with the face, the brain, the neck, and all of these cranial nerves, how to activate them. And we will be especially working with the vagus nerve for the whole digestive tract, the organs, genitalia, all of that inside, and we'll be activating that from the throat. But along with that, we will be looking kind of at the holographics of, or the holography of holographic breathing, which is the different levels of energy in the face, the different levels of energy in the brain and cranium, and the different levels of energy in the neck and throat. And these all make a matrix of the hara, the heart, and the intellect and higher energies. In the face, this is the hara, the mouth, relates to the abdomen. This heart and lungs, the more emotional body, the eyes are the intellect and the higher energies, and connected to the higher energies for the brain. And the same way in the brain, that is mirrored. Those are those qualities in the brain. We'll be connecting to those. The same in the cranium. I'll be showing you the hara, the heart, the higher energies for the cranium and brain, and the same for the neck. There's also a hara, heart, higher self. And we found the higher self. It is that central chamber, inner chamber, but it's also the very up back of the neck at the back. So we will be working with all of that with holographic breathing. It naturally activates that. We'll breathe through the whole body, and we will get that all going. So you can learn that in an experiential way, be able to take away holographic breathing. You'll be able to work live with me if you wish, or just click on the link. It'll be at the end of this video if it's already happened, and it will be in the description. If it's already happened, it'll be kind of here somewhere. Well, anyway, I hope you come, or I hope you do the video, and I hope you enjoy that. All right, thank you very much for listening. Got loads and loads of free videos, free tutorials, free guided meditations on YouTube. Just subscribe to my channel. If you've enjoyed this, like it. Say like. It really helps me if you like it, and it really helps me if you subscribe. YouTube will promote my webinars or my videos a bit more, and I'd like to build my YouTube presence. So please like, share, subscribe, all of that. All right, thank you. You have a good day, and I hope to see you again. All right, bye.